Hey everyone, John Green here. And today we're talking about something super important, learning how to learn. It's like having a superpower that makes everything else easier. Think about it, being good at learning means you can pick up new skills faster, whether it's coding, playing an instrument, or even just understanding complex ideas. This can lead to more opportunities and a more fulfilling life. But here's the thing, most of us never really learned to learn. We just kind of did it. But by understanding some key strategies, we can become way more effective learners. So let's dive into some of these strategies and unlock your learning potential. One of the most important things you need for effective learning is a growth mindset. This means believing that your abilities aren't fixed. You can always improve with effort and the right strategies. Instead of saying, "I'm just not good at math," someone with a growth mindset would say, "I'm going to keep practicing math until I understand it better." See the difference? It's all about focusing on growth and potential. When you believe you can improve, you're more likely to put in the effort and persevere through challenges. And that's what leads to real learning. Okay, this one might seem obvious, but it's amazing how often people underestimate the power of practice. Whether you're learning a language, a musical instrument, or a new skill, consistent practice is key. Think of it like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The same goes for your brain. When you practice something regularly, you're strengthening the neural connections associated with that skill. Don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. Mistakes are actually valuable learning opportunities. They help you identify areas where you need to focus your attention. Here's the thing, just reading a textbook or passively listening to a lecture isn't enough for real learning to happen. You need to actively engage with the material. One great way to do this is by teaching what you're learning to someone else. Explaining a concept to another person forces you to organize your thoughts and understand it on a deeper level. Other active learning techniques include summarizing information in your own words, creating flashcards, and asking yourself questions about the material. The more you interact with the information, the better you'll remember it. Section 5. Creating a distraction-free learning environment. Let's face it, distractions are everywhere these days. Our phones, social media, that annoying fly buzzing around your head. These distractions can seriously derail your learning efforts. To maximize your focus and productivity, create a dedicated learning environment that's as free from distractions as possible. Find a quiet spot, put your phone on silent, or better yet, in another room, and let your family or roommates know you're trying to concentrate. You can also try using noise-canceling headphones or listening to calming music to block out external distractions. Experiment, and see what works best for you. Section 6. Spaced repetition. A secret weapon for memory. Our brains are pretty good at forgetting things, especially if we only encounter information once or twice. This can be particularly frustrating when you're trying to learn something new, whether it's vocabulary for a new language, historical dates, or scientific concepts. That's where spaced repetition comes in. This technique leverages the way our brains naturally work to enhance memory retention. It's a learning technique that involves reviewing material at increasing intervals. By spacing out the times when you review information, you can actually improve your ability to remember it. Here's how it works. Let's say you learn a new vocabulary word. Instead of just trying to memorize it and never looking at it again, you would review it again in a few minutes, then a few hours, then the next day, and so on. This method takes advantage of the psychological spacing effect, which suggests that information is more easily recalled if it's studied a few times over a long period, rather than crammed in a short period. Each time you revisit the information, you strengthen the memory and make it less likely to fade away. This is because the act of recalling information helps to reinforce the neural pathways associated with that memory. There are even apps and software programs that can help you implement spaced repetition into your learning routine. These tools can automate the process, reminding you when it's time to review specific pieces of information. It's a game changer for memorizing facts, figures, and other important information. By incorporating spaced repetition into your study habits, you can make learning more efficient and effective, ultimately leading to better academic performance and a deeper understanding of the material. Section 7. Finding your learning style. Not everyone learns the same way. Each person has a unique way of processing and understanding information. Some people are visual learners, while others prefer auditory or kinesthetic learning. Visual learners often find that they understand and remember information better when it is presented in a visual format, such as diagrams, charts, or videos. Figuring out your preferred learning style can make a big difference in how effectively you absorb and retain information. It can also make studying more enjoyable and less stressful. If you're a visual learner, you might benefit from using diagrams, charts, and other visual aids. Creating mind maps or drawing pictures related to the material can also be very helpful. Auditory learners might prefer listening to lectures or recordings. They may find it helpful to read their notes out loud or use mnemonic devices to remember information. Kinesthetic learners, on the other hand, learn best by doing hands-on activities. They might benefit from engaging in experiments, building models, or participating in interactive activities. Experiment with different learning methods and pay attention to what helps you understand and remember information best. You might find that a combination of techniques works best for you. Don't be afraid to mix and match techniques to create a learning approach that works for you. Remember, the goal is to find the most effective way for you to learn and retain information, so be open to trying new methods and adjusting your approach as needed. Section 8. Utilizing technology for learning. We live in a digital age, and there's a wealth of resources available at our fingertips. From online courses and educational videos to language learning apps and interactive simulations, technology can be a powerful tool for learning. Don't be afraid to embrace these resources and incorporate them into your learning routine. Online courses can provide structured learning experiences, while educational videos can make complex topics more engaging and accessible. Just be mindful of your time management and avoid getting bogged down in the endless scroll of the internet. Set limits on your screen time and use technology intentionally to support your learning goals. Section 9. The importance of breaks and rest. When you're on a roll, it can be tempting to power through hours of studying without a break. You might feel like you're being productive, but in reality, this can lead to burnout and decreased efficiency. But just like our bodies need rest, so do our brains. Overworking your brain can lead to fatigue, stress, and a decline in cognitive function. It's crucial to give your mind the time it needs to rest and recover. Taking regular breaks can actually improve your focus and retention. Studies have shown that short, frequent breaks can help maintain a high level of performance and concentration. Step away from your studies every hour or so and do something completely different. Go for a walk, listen to music, or engage in a hobby you enjoy. These activities can help clear your mind and reduce stress, or chat with a friend. Social interactions can provide a mental break and boost your mood, making it easier to return to your studies with a positive mindset. Giving your brain a chance to recharge will help you come back to your studies feeling refreshed and ready to learn. You'll find that you're more productive and can absorb information more effectively. Don't underestimate the importance of sleep either. A good night's sleep is essential for cognitive function, memory consolidation, and overall well-being. When you're well rested, you're better able to concentrate, process information, and retain what you've learned. Prioritizing sleep can make a significant difference in your academic performance and mental health. Establish a regular sleep schedule and create a bedtime routine that helps you wind down. This can include activities like reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing relaxation techniques. By taking breaks, engaging in relaxing activities, and ensuring you get enough sleep, you'll be setting yourself up for success. Remember, taking care of your mind and body is just as important as hitting the books. Section 10. Seeking help and collaboration. Learning doesn't have to be a solitary pursuit. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you're struggling with a concept or need clarification. Reach out to your teachers, classmates, friends, or family members. Collaboration can also be a powerful learning tool. Working with others allows you to share ideas, perspectives, and approaches to problem solving. You can learn from each other's strengths and weaknesses, and the process of explaining concepts to one another can deepen your understanding. Section 11. Conclusion. Becoming a lifelong learner. Learning is a journey, not a destination. By embracing a growth mindset, practicing regularly, and utilizing effective learning strategies, you can become a more confident and capable learner. Remember, the most important thing is to find what works best for you. Experiment with different techniques, be patient with yourself, and never stop learning. The world is full of fascinating things to discover, and the ability to learn effectively is the key to unlocking them all. So go out there, embrace the joy of learning, and never stop exploring. You've got this.